Mr. Daines, Ms. Duckworth, Mr. Durbin, Ms. Ernst, Mr. Fetterman, Mrs. Fisher,
Look at that. You never see
Mr. Gallego,
chairs up there like that.
Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Grassley, Mr. Haggerty, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Hawley, Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Hickenlooper, Ms. Hirono, Mr. Hoven, Mr. Husted, Mrs. Hyde-Smith, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Justice, Mr. Kane, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Kim, Mr. King, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Langford, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lujan, Ms. Lummis, Mr. Markey, Mr. Marshall, Mr. McConnell, Mr. McCormick, Mr. Merkley, Mrs. Moody, Mr. Moran, Mr. Moreno, Mr. Mullen, Ms. Murkowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Ossoff, Mr. Padilla, Mr. Paul, Mr. Peters, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Risch, Ms. Rosen, Mr. Rounds, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schatz, got you, son. Mr. Schiff, Mr. Smith, Mr. Schumer, Mr. Scott of Florida, Mr. Scott of South Carolina, Mr. Shaheen, Mr. Sheehy, Ms. Slotkin, Ms. Smith, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Thune, Mr. Tillis, Mr. Tuberville, Mr. Van Hollen, Mr. Warner, Mr. Warnock, Ms. Warren, Mr. Welch, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Mr. Young. Senators voting in the affirmative: Also Brooks, Baldwin, Bennett, Blumenthal, Blunt-Rochester, Booker, Cantwell, Coons, Cortez Masto, Duckworth, Durbin, Gallego, Hassan, Heinrich, Hickenlooper, Hirono, Kane, Kim, King, Klobuchar, Lujan, Markey, Merkley, Murphy, Murray, Ossoff, Padilla, Peters, Reed, Rosen, Sanders, Schatz, Schiff, Schumer, Shaheen, Slotkin, Smith, Van Hollen, Warner, Warnock, Warren, Wyden. Mr. Whitehouse, aye. Senators voting the negative: Banks, Barrasso, Britt, Budd, Cassidy, Cornyn, Cotton, Kramer, Crapo, Cruz, Curtis, Daines, Ernst, Fisher, Graham, Grassley, Haggerty, Hoven, Husted, Hyde-Smith, Justice, Kennedy, Lankford, Lee, Lummis, Marshall, McCormick, Moody, Moran, Mullen, Paul, Ricketts, Risch, Rounds, Schmidt, Scott of Florida, Sheehy, Tuberville, Wicker. Mr. Hawley, no. Mrs. Blackburn, no. Mr. Moreno, no. Mr. Welch, aye. Mr. Bozeman, no. Mr. Young, no. Mr. Kelly, aye. Mr. Thune, no. Mr. Fetterman, no. Mr. McConnell. Mr. McConnell, no. Mr. Fetterman, aye. Mr. Johnson, no. Mrs. Gillibrand, aye. Mr. Scott of South Carolina, no. Mr. Sullivan, no. Mrs. Capito, no. Mr. Tillis, Mr. Tillis, no. Ms. Collins, no. Ms. Murkowski, no.
On this vote, the ayes are 47, the nays are 53. The motion is not agreed to.
Mr. President.
The senator from Hawaii.
Mr. President, I call up my amendment 2382 and ask that it be reported by number.
The clerk will report.
The senator from Hawaii, Ms. Hirono, proposes for herself and others amendment number 2382 to amendment number 2360.
Mr. President, nearly 90% of K-12 students attend public schools, yet Republicans are pushing a plan in this bill to undermine support for public schools through the first ever nationwide private school voucher program. Republicans claim vouchers are about expanding school choice, but evidence shows these kinds of programs do little to meaningfully increase choice for families, especially low-income families who live in rural communities. When it comes down to it, this plan does not help students, it does not promote choice, not support public schools. We should be investing in public education for all Americans, not diverting tax dollars to private schools. That's why my amendment with Senator Van Hollen would strip this provision from this bill. Stand up for our nation's students, teachers, and families by rejecting this provision and supporting our amendment. I yield back.
Mr. President,
The senator from Texas.
there are many important elements to the One Big Beautiful Bill, but none over time is likely to have as big an impact as this specific provision that the Democrats are trying to strike tonight. Across America, millions of children, especially low-income African American and Hispanic children, are trapped in failing schools. They face and despair, without the ability to learn and denied a fair shot at the American dream. School choice is the civil rights issue of the 21st century. Every child, regardless of race or wealth or ethnicity, deserves access to an excellent education. This tax credit provision will unleash billions of dollars every single year for scholarships for kids to attend the K through 12 school of their choice. Sadly, every Democrat in this body will oppose these scholarships because they're more beholden to teacher union bosses than they are dedicated to fighting for kids. Mr. President, Dr. King's dream will take a major step forward tonight, as every kid in America will have a chance at an excellent education.
Mr.
Questions on the
President,
amendment?
do I have any time left?
There's no time remaining. Questions on the amendment? It's a voice vote. Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. Clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alsobrooks, Ms. Baldwin, Mr. Banks. Mr. Barrasso. Mr. Bennett. Mrs. Blackburn. Mr. Blumenthal. Ms. Blunt Rochester. Mr. Booker. Mr. Bozeman. Mrs. Britt, Mr. Budd, Ms. Cantwell, Mrs. Capito, Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins, Mr. Coons, Mr. Cornyn, Ms. Cortez Masto, Mr. Cotton, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Crapo, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Daines, Ms. Duckworth, Mr. Durbin, Ms. Ernst, Mr. Fetterman, Mrs. Fisher, Mr. Gallego, Mrs. Gillibrand, Mr. Graham, Mr. Haggerty, Ms. Hassan, Mr. Hawley, Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Hickenlooper, Ms. Hirono, Mr. Hoven, Mr. Husted, Mrs. Hyde-Smith, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Justice, Mr. Kane, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Kim, Mr. King, Ms. Klobuchar, Ms. Klobuchar, Mr. Langford, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lujan, Ms. Lummis, Mr. Markey, Mr. Marshall, Mr. McConnell, Mr. McCormick, Mr. Merkley, Mrs. Moody, Mr. Moran, Mr. Marino, Mr. Mullen, Ms. Murkowski, Mr. Murphy, Mrs. Murray, Mr. Ossoff, Mr. Padilla, Mr. Paul, Mr. Peters, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Risch, Mr. Rounds, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Schatz, Mr. Schiff, Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Scott of Florida, Mr. Scott of South Carolina, Mrs. Shaheen, Mr. Sheehy, Ms. Slotkin, Ms. Smith, Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Thune, Mr. Tillis, Mr. Tuberville, Mr. Van Hollen, Mr. Warner, Mr. Warnock, Ms. Warren, Mr. Welch, Mr. Whitehouse, Mr. Wicker, Mr. Wyden, Mr. Young, Senators voting in the affirmative: Baldwin, Alsobrooks, Baldwin, Bennett, Blumenthal, Blunt Rochester, Booker, Cantwell, Collins, Coons, Cortez Masto, Duckworth, Fisher, Gallego, Gillibrand, Hassan, Heinrich, Hirono, Kane, Kelly, Kim, King, Klobuchar, Lujan, Merkley, Murphy, Murray, Ossoff, Padilla, Peters, Reed, Rosen, Sanders, Schiff, Schumer, Shaheen, Slotkin, Smith, Warner, Warnock, Warren, Welch, Whitehouse, and Wyden. Senators voting in the negative: Banks, Barrasso, Blackburn, Bose, Capito, Cassidy, Cornyn, Cotton, Kramer, Crapo, Cruz, Curtis, Daines, Ernst, Graham, Grassley, Haggerty, Hawley, Hoven, Husted, Hyde-Smith, Johnson, Justice, Kennedy, Langford, Lee, Lummis, Marshall, McConnell, McCormick, Moody, Mullen, Paul, Ricketts, Risch, Rounds, Scott of Florida, Sheehy, Sullivan, Tillis, Tuberville, and Wicker. No. Mr. Durbin. Mr. Durbin, aye. Mr. Thune. Mr. Thune, no. Mr. Marino. Mr. Marino, no. Mr. Schatz. Mr. Schatz, aye. Mr. Fetterman. Mr. Fetterman, aye. Mr. Schmidt. Mr. Schmidt, no. Mrs. Britt. Mrs. Britt, no. Mr. Van Hollen. Mr. Van Hollen, aye. Mr. Markey. Mr. Markey, aye. Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott of South Carolina, no. Mr. Moran, no. Ms. Murkowski, aye. Mr. Hickenlooper, aye.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The motion is not agreed to. The amendment is not agreed to.
Mr. President,
Senator from Georgia.
I have a motion to commit at the desk.
The clerk will report.
The Senator from
Further reading of the motion be dispensed with.
Without objection.
Mr. President, I rise to protect pro-business, pro-worker tax credits that are creating hundreds of thousands of American clean energy manufacturing jobs, many of which don't require a college degree. Put simply, these tax credits are working. I know firsthand because they're working right now in Georgia businesses, in these businesses in which we've invested $1, we've seen investments as much as $4.50. They've helped create 42,000 new manufacturing and construction jobs, many in rural parts of our state that are too often left behind by Washington politicians. Those 42,000 Georgia jobs and hundreds of thousands of jobs nationwide are at risk if Republicans have their way and roll back these tax credits. And that's why North America's building trade unions, Mr. President, I ask for order.
Senator's time's expired.
Really? Mr. President?
It's been 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Those 42,000 Georgia jobs and hundreds of thousands of jobs nationwide are at risk. That's why North America's building trade unions call this bill the biggest job-killing bill in the history of this country. I urge my colleagues to vote with America's workers and vote yes on my motion to commit.
Senator from Utah.
Energy manufacturing jobs survive and thrive when there's less federal intrusion, not more. My friend and colleague from Georgia wants more. The American people want less. The American people understand that with the federal government out of the way, by cutting red tape, innovation thrives and the American people do better. I urge all within the sound of my voice to oppose this motion.
Mr. President, how much time do I have left?
There's
For
no more
every
time remaining.
$1
There's no more time
received
remaining.
$4.50.
There is no more time remaining.
I ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There appears to be. Clerk, call the roll.
Ms. Alsobrooks, Ms. Baldwin, Mr. Banks, Mr. Barrasso, Mr. Bennett, Mrs. Blackburn, Ms. Blunt Rochester, Mr. Booker, thank you, Mr. Bozeman, Mrs. Britt, Mr. Budd, Ms. Cantwell, Mrs. Capito, Mr. Cassidy, Ms. Collins,